How is your relationship with your loved one at this point in time compared to when you just started? It is expected for love to burst forth the most at the beginning, but what causes it to slowly fade out? Our Minister of Love, Maria Romano, shares how you can keep your relationship fresh and exciting so you don't fall out of love.
Hi, everybody. Maria Romano here from True Love Knots. So today is Wednesday, and I'm between weddings, but I really wanted to share this important information with you. You know, maybe you're in a long-term relationship. You might have been married for a while, or been with the partner of your choice for a long time. Maybe you're at the early stages of a relationship, or maybe you're not in a relationship. This is definitely a podcast or a YouTube video, because it'll be out on both platforms, that you need to hear how to keep your relationship fresh and to keep it exciting. Well, let me share with you why you need to keep your relationship exciting and fresh. Because there is going to be times in a relationship where you might have been together for a while, and statistics say that once you hit the 10-year mark, very few couples hold hands. Listen, let alone say, I love you. And then, of course, as we all know, the intimacy dies. And yes, I know intimacy changes as we evolve in the relationship. But you know what? It's important that you keep your relationship alive, because when you keep it alive and healthy, my gosh, it becomes so exciting. And, take a look and think about, maybe, you have children at home and you're keeping score, right, with your partner. You might think, hey, your partner's out and about and they're in the business world, and you might be in the business world too, but you're taking care of the kids, you're doing laundry, you're taking care of the house. And then all of a sudden you get resentful. And then what happens? That intimacy just flattens out. I call it flatlining, because you become very resentful. And there's a couple of things you can do if you're in a relationship and you feel a bit resentful. Instead of attacking your partner, just maybe pull them aside gently and say, I really want to talk to you for a moment. It's something I've been struggling with. And I know, I'm hoping that you can help me help us as we go through it. And those are things that happen first in any relationship. The intimacy dies. I call it flatlining. So you know what? Then we have to pull those paddles, right? That beautiful defibrillator that they have. Maybe you see it at the gym, maybe you see it, and let's jumpstart and get this relationship back on track. And if you're not in a relationship, like I said, or if you're just starting a relationship, you need to pay attention, because this is so important. So in order to keep your relationship fresh and alive, is treat your relationship as if you're dating. Dating. Think about what I'm saying. Remember the early parts of a relationship where you held hands, you kissed each other, you couldn't keep your hands off of each other. Now, maybe you don't have to go to that extreme, but the point is, grab your partner's hand. Maybe when you're in the car, maybe when you're going for a walk, maybe if you're in the supermarket, give them maybe a quick kiss on the cheek. Another way to keep your relationship fresh is when you come home, or at the end of the day, you see your partner, don't just give them a peck, give them a long, soulful kiss. I mean, like a long, soulful kiss, as if you're ready to go to the bedroom. You don't have to go to the bedroom, but this is part of keeping a relationship fresh. Yes, it is. Also, too, is make sure you say, I love you, and mean it. Because you know what? You just don't want to say, I love you. You're giving love, and giving love is a gift. It is a gift, and to receive it back is a privilege. And that's why it's important to keep that love alive. And don't just, you're giving love, but you want to feel the love that you and your partner have. Because there's going to be times in your relationship, there might be 5 or 6 people around you. And all of a sudden you catch your partner staring at you. You both have that look in your eyes that say, I love you. Feel the love. You don't necessarily have to be close together, but feel the love that you both have. And then, most important part is, do resurrect that intimacy, even if it's flatlined. You need to talk about it. And I know it's the white elephant in the room. Nobody wants to talk about intimacy. And I'm not going to share with you what you can do. I'm going to recommend that you talk to each other and maybe whatever route you need to be able to keep that intimacy going. Now, listen, we all know you're not going to have intimacy 7 days a week. The first year or two of every relationship, I call that the Storm and Norman stage, right? Where you just can't keep your hands off of each other. But you know what? If you want to keep your relationship fresh and alive, no matter what the situation is, just go back and listen to this podcast, watch this YouTube video again. There are things you can do. Remember, there are things you can do, whether you're in a relationship long-term, just starting a relationship. Oh, and one thing I did forget. Remember when you started dating somebody and maybe, okay, they took their phone and they put it down. See, even my phone's ringing right now. They put it down. Do that. Take the time. Let that person know I love you and I love you enough to put aside any social media, any electronics, because I want to pay attention to you. And that's important as well. So keep your relationship fresh and alive by treating your relationship as if it just started. Giving each other the respect, giving each other the time and courtesy, holding each other's hands, giving each other soulful kisses, keeping it fresh in the bedroom. And if you're in a long-term relationship, stop keeping score. Try not to get bitter. Maybe that's the time you need to move it to a level where you might need to have a family marriage therapist or somebody come in and help you as a mediator, because nobody wants to be in a relationship and because of communication have a breakdown, and then before you know it, you're divorced. So, and if those of you, my single friends out there that are not in a relationship, make sure you listen to this so that you know when you start your next relationship, that forever relationship, you're going to keep it fresh and alive. You're going to continue to always be in love with each other. So in the meantime, stay healthy, happy, and safe. I got to go marry somebody. Have a great day. Sending love.